This is the world's longest zip line, over 2.8 kilometers of pure adrenaline flying above the mountains of Jebel Jais at speeds over 100 miles an hour, and yes, I did it. Here's what it's really like. Jebel Jais is the highest mountain in the United Arab Emirates, located near Ras Al Khaimah. Rising nearly 2,000 meters above sea level, it's a place known for its dramatic scenery, winding roads, and now one of the most extreme adventure experiences in the world. There isn't any form of public transport to take you up there. You'd have to get transport as part of any package, or do what I do and hire a car to take you there. The good thing about taking your own car is the roads are safe and wide and hardly any traffic, and you get to stop along the route to take in some of the views. In order to get to the top, you need a valid booking. I did this on the Jais flight website. It's best to book a few days in advance so you get the best time slots that suit you. I wouldn't advise booking on the day. Once at the top, parking is free. So this is the UAE's highest restaurant, and next to that is the world's longest zip line. Although I think the zip line actually starts way over there in the mountains. This is like the only vegetation here. So, looks like a really old tree as well. I believe that's the shuttle to take you up to where the start point is. This is the check-in area for the zip line. Check-in opens about 30 minutes before your scheduled flight time. If you do get there early, I recommend checking out the highest restaurant in the UAE. When it's time to check in, you'll be asked for your booking details. You can also rent a camera here. This is where I could have used my 360 camera, but unfortunately I didn't have the right mount. If you do plan to use your own camera, ensure you get the correct mount with you. They do not object to using your own camera as long as it's securely mounted. Once checked in, you're taken to this area to get suited up. You're also shown a training safety video. The suit is quite cumbersome, so dress light. You'll then be taken up to the very top where the launch pad is. Here, there's another safety briefing followed by some extra ropes to attach to your harness. The purpose of the ropes are to attach your upper body and lower body in a Superman style pose. Rather than sitting down like traditional zip lines, this one requires you to be on your stomach with your hands behind your back. Up until the launch pad, I felt calm, almost overconfident, but standing there watching others get strapped in, suspended in the air about to dive into the unknown, that's when it hit me. The height, the speed, the sheer drop ahead, all of it suddenly felt very real. I kept thinking back to the feeling you get during the initial drop on roller coasters, that sinking feeling in your stomach. That's what now scared me, so I decided to take a walk nearby while I waited. I came across this plaque, which was placed here during the opening ceremony. And then it was my turn. No more waiting, no more watching. Just me, the mountain, and the point of no return. As I wasn't able to mount my own camera, I failed to capture any footage, but this is what the footage looks like if you choose to rent one of their cameras. The ride itself lasts about 3 minutes and is very exhilarating. Once you're up to speed, you'll somewhat get used to it. On the other end, this is where you land, about 3 kilometers from the launch pad. From here, you're transferred to a traditional sit-on zipline to complete the last leg of the journey. From here, you're bussed back to the start where you checked in. So what did I think of the trip? Well, if you've never done ziplining before, then there's no better version than this, to be honest. If you're going to do this once, it may as well be the longest zipline in the world. Although the ride is only a few minutes, it was enough for tourists like me. The best thing you can do is make a day out of it, as it's in a very remote location, especially if you're coming from Dubai. I happened to be staying in Ras Al Khaimah, so it wasn't too much of a long journey for me. Would I try it again? Probably not, as there's not much else to be gained out of repeating the experience. However, if I were to come again, I might try some of the other adventures available here, such as the mountain coaster or the other smaller zip lines. Regardless, the world's longest zip line is definitely one to try if you're in the area.